A tip I forgot to mention in regards to sculpting, get a glass. This is a chopping board. I bought it from a cheap $2 place store. They use it for chopping vegetables. It's easy to keep clean. It keeps your clay cleaner. And also it's quite a useful tool when you're actually sculpting and you say you want to smooth out the back of a baby's head. Just by doing this rolling action, you get a nice smooth finish. This is something I wanted to show you as well. Oftentimes, you'll put a party into bake and it will come out with these, what I call stress fractures. They could be anything, but they're cracks and they're a nuisance. There is an easy way to get rid of those, and I will show you now. Oops, that's my phone. I think it's a message. I'll have a look in a minute. Okay, you just get a little bit of clay, raw clay, warm it up in your fingers, and then it's very easy. All you do is just place the clay from the beginning of the crack, and you really press down hard on it, and you drag it with your finger right down the length of the crack. Now, what this does is basically just fills the crack up. So you saw what the crack was like before. Just take the excess off. Right? And crack no more. Oh, hang on a minute, there's just a little bit here I've missed. So voila, now there is no crack. If I were going to keep this as a one of a kind polymer clay baby, I would rebake it or use a heat-set gun to cure it. Otherwise, and there you have a look. Otherwise, if it's just for silicone, to create a silicone baby, then I would just, you could go ahead and just use it like this. It's not going to hurt. As long as it's smooth. Silicone needs smooth. And as you can see from the few little actions that I just did now, that is as smooth as anything, and the crack is completely gone. So do the same again with these ones. Of course, some of the ones that are like where the nose is, that might be a little bit harder to do because you can't sort of push hard with your finger there. So you use a tool. Just as long as the crack is filled, and of course you're taking the excess off. Oh, I might be able to do it with my finger. We'll see. That's all that counts. Yeah, I did it with my finger, sort of. Oh, you can always go back and do more. But that's how you fix your cracks. That sounds terrible. Excuse me too. Your fractures, if you wish. So don't despair. Don't think that, oh no, you know, it's broken, cracked, whatever, I'll have to throw it out. No, you can fix it. Most things can be repaired. It's just having to know how. But anyway, and while I'm here, I just took this glove mould off the sculpt this morning. I wanted to show you what a glove mould looks like, and you'll get to making your own soon, if you haven't already done so. Now, I have to admit, I owe my knowledge of any part of silicone doll making. Not many people that share their knowledge with others, but the one person who does, and credit to her for doing so, and has helped me learn heaps, is Carolyn Doherty from YouTube as well, and lovely lady, and an abundance of knowledge, and not scared to share it. and I really admire her for that. So that's where I learned how to make a silicone glove molds, and feel quite free to look her up. She may, show you something better than what I can. Probably not as nervous as I am with making videos. But anyway, there it is, fixed again. And I just have to fix one more down here, and he or she is done. The glove mould is of a fairy. I just took it out. Whoa! I just took it out this morning. All this I'm going to cut away. Right, that just fell down whilst it was curing, and it is I said it was fairy, yeah. So I've checked the mould for any places where it might be thinner, and actually I didn't remove this one. My John did, and he didn't see that. If you get parts like that where it's a little bit thinner, and I've just threw out the remainder of my silicone that I mixed up, it doesn't matter. You fill it up with just silicone. It doesn't matter if it's clear. You don't have to have the same colour, just to thicken it up, because you don't want that becoming a problem when you're pouring. Yeah, I'll fix that. I'm not going to do it now because I've got sculpting to do and reborning to do. But I may even thicken up these little ears here, the tips of them. Feel just a tiny bit thin. Anyway, that's your glove mould, and or the head of one.